Hello everyone. In keeping with this month's theme, hashtag theme of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I want to share with you something that I've been working on. This project is a pocket letter, but it's a twist on our typical pocket letter. For those of you that don't know what a pocket letter is, let me just quickly introduce you to it. It was invented or started by a young lady on YouTube. Her name is Janette Lane. I will leave the links and any other website information underneath so that you can go there and you can see what a typical pocket letter is. What I wanted to do was I wanted to take the pocket letter idea and move it to a different level. Instead of swapping with another person, what I wanted to do was I wanted to create this pocket letter for someone who has been diagnosed with breast cancer or any other cancer or disease condition that is life-changing. The purpose of my pocket letter is to give the patient or the person that receives it hope when they feel hopeless, renew their strength and faith when they're faced with doubts, and to give them peace when they are overwhelmed with turmoil. Now, if you've never had cancer, if you've never had to face a really bad situation, then you may not be aware that there is a grieving process that goes on. The person will go into what is considered the first step, denial, the second step, anger, the third step, bargaining, the fourth step, depression, and then last but not least, acceptance. And what I plan to do, and my hope is to address in some way, shape, or form, all of these stages within the pocket letter. Basically, in a nutshell, what I do here is I include a lot of embellishments and a lot of bling and a lot of other things that they may want to use if they are into journaling, planning, scrapbooking, or making their own cards. If they are not into that, then of course what I would do is I would not include any of those embellishments, but I would make each card, I would decorate them. Right now I am doing this for a crafter who has been diagnosed with cancer, and I want to help cheer her up. Now, instead of sending a card, this is what I would send instead. So, in my first pocket would be a letter of introduction. I would just very briefly tell her about what this pocket letter is about. And then behind each and every pocket, and let me add too that this pocket letter, for those of you that are into collecting baseball cards, that's what it is. It's one of those page protectors that have the 9 pockets. So they start from here and they go from top to bottom, and in each pocket there is something special for them. In the back of the pocket there is either a Bible verse or some kind of quote. The quote can be from a famous author, a poet, politician, anyone who, has given us really quotes to think about. Along with that, what I've also included is some activities. And the activities may require my recipient to write her thoughts. So I am including, as well as the pocket letter, a little notebook for them to jot down their thoughts. All right. So again, here I have some paper lace that I created, that I made, along with my Bible verses in the back. This particular person loves doilies, so I've included that, plus some of my metal leaves. Behind here, I've also included several pieces of vellum. Over here, I have in the back, I have the poem, Footprints in the Sand. It's a beautiful poem. I'm not going to read it, but I certainly will leave the link to it at the bottom. Here in the back, again, some goodies for her to use. Here I've included some very fancy paper clips. Here I have some tile that I've made that she can use on her scrapbook pages if she likes. Again, very often when women are going through chemotherapy, when they're going through radiation, they lose their hair. They may not feel particularly attractive. They might feel ugly. You know, no one is ugly and everybody is beautiful, but to help her along, to give her some kind of encouragement and hope, I've included some Mary Kay samples of lipstick, eyeshadow, and blush. There's always some bling that I include. And last but not least, in the back here, I have included and created some origami fortune cookies. And the reason why I'm excited about this is that unlike the rest of the pocket letter that's filled with quotes and Bible verses, this is actually, my cookies are filled with advice from people who have gone through the same thing. These are people who are cancer survivors, and in their own words, they give hope, they give advice, helping the person to overcome this stage of their life. So that's it in a nutshell. If you know of anyone, and again, this is a labor of love, if you know of anyone who is going through cancer, it doesn't have to be necessarily be breast cancer, a woman, or any kind of disease that is really just knocking her off her feet, and you feel that she can use some encouragement, or if you yourself would like to create a pocket letter and you have any questions or any concerns, please contact me. I would be more than happy to make a pocket letter for one of your friends, or give you any kind of advice concerning how to create them. You have a good day, and remember, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Have you had your mammogram? Don't forget to get it. Bye-bye.